So I'm here in Los Angeles, loving the weather, the people, the food. It's just such an amazing spot for the health movement, vegetarian, vegan, raw, fitness movement. And I'm here with my good friend Danielle Charboneau, Dee Charboneau, and we're going to talk about how she went raw and how it's worked for her and her tips for being a cool vegetarian. So check it out.
Hi guys, my name is Danielle Charboneau, and some of you may know me from the Rawalicious.com or Rawalicious blog. I decided that I wanted to go raw because I was noticing within my own life that my energy levels were really low, that I knew that I wasn't feeling as active and as vibrant as I could. My typical diet would be like, I would always drink coffee or black tea in the morning, and toast, some sort of like bread product that I was, looking back, it was just because I was, sort of addicted to those bad carbohydrates. And so I would always have, some kind of like toast, some vegan toast with like vegan butter or something. That was basically my breakfast in the morning. And then I started practicing the Ashtanga, and it was like, no way. There was no way that was going to fuel me for like an hour and a half, 2 hour, really demanding Ashtanga practice. So I started incorporating the fruits and vegetables and the smoothies, and then I started drinking smoothies straight after my practice, and instantly I noticed a difference. And then I started doing more fruits and vegetables throughout the day. And then I would show up to my practice, and I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like flying around. Literally, I'm like flying through my jump throughs, and my back bends are like totally changed. Everything really changed instantly. And I had amazing amounts of energy, so much so that at first I really didn't know what to do with it. I was kind of like, oh my God, what am I going to do with all this extra energy? As far as my muscle mass goes, I feel like my muscles have become longer and leaner, definitely. That with the coupled with my yoga practice, obviously, and like my energy, my strength, my stamina has totally increased. I've always been a very, like a pretty strong person. But like I said before, the reason that I went raw is because I knew I could just tell that my energy levels weren't where they should be. And I started looking to other people, to other raw food people and yoga teachers who I really respected and I looked up to, and started asking people about their diets and doing a lot of research. And I started to get into Dr. Doug Graham, 80-10-10. And that's really the first sort of like kind of raw food diet that I did was 80-10-10, and that's what initially gave me lots and lots of energy. Since then, I've incorporated way more fats into my diet, but at first I was eating a super high fruit and high green diet, really small amounts of fat. Tips for being a cool vegetarian. The first thing that came to mind to me is trying your hardest to stay away from genetically modified foods, from GMOs. That's like my biggest thing. It's like, so what, you're a vegetarian, you're not eating animal products and everything, but you really need to be conscious about, the soy intake and the corn intake, and other, just being conscious of everything that you put into your mouth, even though it's cooked, and even though it's vegetarian and doesn't come from an animal. Where does it really come from, though? Is it putting high vibrational foods into your body, even if you are, still eating cooked food and still incorporating some dairy products and stuff into your life? One of the most important things, what Jeff and I have been talking about, is the importance of moving and developing sort of, a practice that connects you with nature, whether that's through hiking, through biking, swimming, anything like that. Getting outside is so important, and practicing yoga is like such an important thing. And it really is developing some sort of spiritual practice that connects you with something higher is one of my biggest things to being hip and to being cool. You can find me at therawalicious.com. Thank you guys so much.